Have you ever worked tirelessly, pushed yourself to the limit, followed every piece of advice on success, and yet felt like you were running in place? Have you ever wondered why, despite your best efforts, financial struggle seems to be a ghost that just won't leave you alone? In a world that promises success through hard work and hustle, the persistence of poverty, for many, remains a cruel and baffling mystery. We are told to work smarter, to save more, to invest wisely. But what if the true barrier to wealth isn't an external force, but an internal one? What if the key to unlocking abundance lies not in the market, but in the depths of your own soul? To answer this question, we must venture far beyond spreadsheets and financial seminars. We must step into the extraordinary world of Carl Jung, the brilliant mind who charted the uncharted territory of the human psyche. Jung believed that our outer world is a direct reflection of our inner world, that the struggles we face in our material reality, including financial hardship, are often symptoms of a much deeper, unseen conflict within ourselves. This is not a story about money. It's a story about the psyche, about shadows, and about the hidden forces that control our lives without us even knowing. Jung would argue that until you confront the unseen parts of yourself, the forgotten, the rejected, the painful parts, you will remain trapped in a cycle of lack. You are not just a physical being. You are a soul with a history, with unhealed wounds, with unconscious beliefs that are actively shaping your reality. And for many, these unconscious beliefs are rooted in scarcity, in worthlessness, in a fear of abundance. Consider the figure in the thumbnail, the person running from one state to another. This is the journey from unconsciousness to consciousness, from a life dictated by unseen forces to a life of agency and power. The barrier you see isn't made of steel. It's a psychological wall built from your own unexamined beliefs. This is where Jung's most powerful concepts come into play: the shadow and the self. The shadow is not some evil entity. It's everything about you that you have repressed, denied, and hidden. It's your trauma, your unfulfilled potential, your feelings of unworthiness. It's the voice in your head that says you're not good enough. You don't deserve success. You'll always be poor. You may consciously work to achieve financial success, but if your shadow holds a core belief that I am unworthy of wealth, that unconscious belief will sabotage every effort you make. It will manifest as missed opportunities, poor decisions, and a constant, inexplicable drain on your resources. It's as if you have an invisible leak in your financial bucket. You pour more and more into it, but it never fills up. Jung would say that true wealth isn't just about having money. It's about having a rich inner life. It's about becoming whole. He called this process individuation, the journey of integrating all parts of your psyche, including the shadow. This is the courageous act of facing your own darkness, of looking at your fears, your failures, and your self-sabotaging patterns without judgment. It's the terrifying and liberating realization that the poverty you experience on the outside is a mirror of the lack of wholeness on the inside. So, how do you do this? It starts with radical self-honesty. You must stop blaming external circumstances and start looking inward. Ask yourself the hard questions. What are my earliest memories of money? Did I witness scarcity or abundance? Do I believe that money is evil or that wealthy people are bad? What part of me feels unworthy of success? The answers to these questions are buried in your shadow, and bringing them to light is the first step in disarming their power. The figure running in the thumbnail is doing just that. They are actively moving towards consciousness, towards confronting the truth of their inner world. This isn't just a psychological exercise, it's a spiritual one. Jung believed that the ultimate goal of life is to connect with the self, the guiding center of your psyche, which is a reflection of the divine. When you are disconnected from yourself, you are disconnected from your true purpose, your natural flow, and your creative potential. You are trying to force your way through life, rather than allowing life to flow through you. Financial struggle is often the result of this struggle against your own nature. It's a sign that you are not aligned with your true calling, that your life force is being drained by unconscious resistance. True abundance, in the Jungian sense, is a state of being. It's a feeling of inner security and a deep trust in your own ability to create. It is the result of a conscious relationship with your soul. The moment you begin to understand your shadow and align with yourself, the outer world begins to shift. You'll start to see opportunities where you saw none before. Your decisions will be guided by intuition, not by fear. The invisible leaks will begin to close. This isn't magic, it's a shift in your internal operating system, which then naturally reconfigures your external reality. The path to financial freedom isn't just about hustle, it's about healing. It's about the courageous act of going inward and facing the parts of you that have been holding you back. It's about realizing that your worth is not tied to your bank account, and that your capacity for abundance is an inherent part of your being. The only thing standing in your way is your own unexamined mind. So, for those of you who have felt the struggle, who have tried everything and still feel stuck, I invite you to stop the external fight and begin the internal journey. Look at the man with the pipe in the thumbnail. He is a symbol of calm, conscious contemplation. He is inviting you to sit with your own psyche, to listen to the whispers of your soul, and to face the truth of your own shadow. For it is only by understanding the deepest parts of yourself that you can truly step out of the cycle of poverty and into a life of genuine and lasting abundance. The deeper meaning of the shadow in poverty. The shadow isn't just about negative traits. It also holds your unexpressed potential and your blocked creative energy. Think of a musician who was told as a child they would never make a living from their art. That dream, that creative impulse, gets buried in the shadow. Years later, they might work a high-stress, low-satisfaction job, constantly feeling a sense of emptiness and financial strain. Their soul's desire to create music a path that could have led to financial and spiritual abundance is blocked by an unconscious belief rooted in a past wound. Their poverty isn't just a lack of income, it's a manifestation of a blocked life force, the role of the self and alignment with purpose. Jung's concept of the self is crucial here. The self is the totality of the conscious and unconscious mind. It is your guiding star, your inner compass. When you are living in alignment with yourself, you are acting in accordance with your true purpose. This is the difference between working a job just for money and engaging in work that is meaningful to your soul. When you are aligned with your purpose, work doesn't feel like a grind. It feels like an expression of your being. This expression naturally attracts abundance, not because of a superficial law of attraction, but because you are operating at your highest potential. Your energy is no longer wasted on unconscious resistance. Ultimately, Jung's philosophy teaches us that poverty is not just a financial state, but a psychological one. It's a symptom of a soul that has been neglected, a psyche that is not whole. The journey out of poverty, in this sense, is an inward one. It is a journey of healing, of self-discovery, and of brave, courageous self-acceptance. It's the journey from the unconscious to the conscious, from being a victim of your circumstances to becoming the architect of your destiny. And it is a journey that can only begin the moment you turn away from the external blame and face the truth of your own soul. The wealth you seek is not outside of you, but waiting to be unlocked from within.